You guys, did you catch that? There was one moment, just one, that made the entire atmosphere change. The cheers became louder, the cameras all turned toward the same person, and even the members couldn't hide their smiles. Honestly, it didn't feel planned. It felt natural. It felt like the crowd had made up its mind before anyone even realized it. And then, RM's words gave everyone something to think about. Can we talk about this for a second? Because this wasn't simply about who received the loudest cheers. It wasn't about popularity in the ordinary sense. It was about something much harder to explain, the rare ability to make tens of thousands of people feel personally seen, even inside a stadium filled with strangers. The ARIRANG World Tour was already unforgettable from the very first stage. Every city welcomed BTS with oceans of purple light stretching farther than the eye could see. Every performance felt bigger than the last, yet somehow the emotional distance between the members and ARMY felt smaller than ever. But as the concerts continued, something fascinating started happening. You could almost sense it before you even saw it. Whenever Jimin stepped toward the center of the stage, another wave of excitement would ripple through the audience. Phones immediately lifted higher. The screams somehow became even louder. It wasn't just volume, it was emotion. Pure emotion. How does he even do that? Honestly, that's the question fans have asked for years. Because if you only focus on vocals, you'll miss it. If you only focus on dancing, you'll miss it. If you only focus on visuals, you'll miss it too. There's something else. Something almost impossible to describe. And that's exactly why RM's comments resonated with so many people. Not because he was trying to rank anyone. Not because BTS has ever been about competition. But because he was pointing toward a quality every member has witnessed firsthand after spending years together on stages across the world. You know what's amazing? Jimin never walks onto a stage like someone trying to prove himself. He walks out like someone who's genuinely excited to meet the people waiting for him. That tiny difference changes everything. Watch his expression before the music even starts. He looks around. He smiles. Sometimes he takes a slow breath as if he's trying to memorize the sea of purple in front of him. Those tiny moments usually last only a second or two. But fans notice every single one. And just when you think that's the moment everyone will remember, something else happens. The music begins. The lights explode across the arena. The first choreography hits with breathtaking precision. Suddenly the soft smile disappears, replaced by unbelievable focus. It's one of Jimin's most fascinating qualities. He can switch from gentle and comforting to intensely powerful, without making it feel forced. That's not easy. In fact, it's incredibly rare. 1 second he looks delicate enough that you want to protect him. The next second he commands an entire stadium with nothing more than one confident glance. Did you feel that too? That contrast is exactly what keeps pulling people's attention back to him. Even when another member is singing, Jimin often remains completely immersed in the performance. Every movement has intention. Every expression tells part of the story. Every transition feels connected to the music instead of simply following choreography. And audiences notice details like that, even subconsciously. That's what separates someone performing choreography from someone living inside the performance. But that wasn't even the moment that left everyone speechless. Later in the show, there was another interaction that perfectly captured why so many people feel emotionally connected to him. The music softened. The lights dimmed. Instead of rushing to the next formation, Jimin slowed down just enough to look around the venue. No dramatic speech. No elaborate gesture. Just a quiet smile. It lasted only a moment. Yet somehow it felt personal. Thousands of fans reacted as though he had made eye contact with each of them individually. How is that even possible? Maybe that's exactly what RM was getting at. Some performers entertain. Some performers impress. But every once in a while, someone makes an audience feel understood. That emotional connection can't be measured by charts, streaming numbers, or social media trends. It's built through countless small moments repeated over years. A reassuring smile after an emotional song. A playful laugh during a ment. A subtle nod toward the audience after hearing their voices sing every lyric back. These aren't headline moments. They're human moments. And somehow, those become the memories people carry home long after the concert ends. As the ARIRANG World Tour continued, that pattern repeated itself over and over again. Every city. Every stage. Every ocean of purple. Jimin wasn't trying to become the center of attention. Ironically, that quiet sincerity often became the very reason people's eyes naturally found him anyway. And honestly, the more you watch those performances again, the more little details begin revealing themselves. Details that many fans completely missed the first time. Details that many fans completely missed the first time. Maybe that's why people keep going back to watch the fan cams again and again. Not because they're searching for another perfect dance move. Not because they're looking for another flawless high note. They're searching for a feeling. And somehow, Jimin always leaves one behind. You know that strange feeling when a concert ends, but your heart refuses to leave the stadium? That's exactly what so many ARMY describe after watching him perform. Even after the lights fade. Even after the fireworks disappear. Even after the members wave goodbye, something lingers. Something impossible to explain with statistics or rankings. Because moments like these aren't created by popularity alone. They're created by sincerity. They're created by countless hours of practice that no one sees. By quiet determination. By choosing to give everything to the audience, even when the cameras aren't focused on you. That's what makes people remember. That's what makes people come back. And honestly, that's what makes every performance feel different. Every city has its own energy. Every crowd sings in its own way. Every stage has its own atmosphere. Yet Jimin somehow adapts to every single one of them without losing the warmth that fans have fallen in love with over the years. Can we just appreciate how difficult that actually is? Imagine standing in front of tens of thousands of people. Imagine hearing an ocean of voices calling your name. Imagine carrying the expectations of millions watching from around the world. Most people would freeze. But Jimin somehow transforms that pressure into something beautiful. Instead of making the stage feel bigger, he makes it feel closer. Instead of making fans feel like spectators, he makes them feel like they're part of the performance itself. Maybe that's why every smile feels genuine. Every laugh feels contagious. Every emotional moment feels shared. It's never just about choreography. It's never just about vocals. It's never just about visuals. It's everything coming together at exactly the right moment. And perhaps that's the real magic people keep talking about. Not a single unforgettable performance, but hundreds of little moments woven together over the years. A comforting glance. A playful smile. A heartfelt bow. A quiet pause before the music begins. Individually, they may seem small. Together, they become unforgettable. That's why, years from now, fans probably won't remember every camera angle or every stage effect. But they'll remember how those performances made them feel. Because feelings last longer than memories. And artists who can create those feelings become impossible to forget. Maybe that's why conversations like this continue long after every concert ends. Long after the stage lights go dark. Long after everyone returns home. The music may stop. But the emotions don't. They stay with you. They quietly replay in your mind. Until one day, you find yourself watching that performance all over again. Smiling at the exact same moments. Feeling the exact same chills. As if you were standing in that crowd for the very first time. And maybe that's the greatest gift an artist can ever give. Not just an incredible performance, but a memory that feels alive every time you revisit it. If this moment touched your heart too, let us know in the comments. What was the one Jimin performance that you'll never forget, and why did it stay with you? I'd genuinely love to read your story. And if you enjoy emotional BTS moments told through cinematic storytelling, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next journey together. Until next time. Keep supporting BTS, keep sharing the love, and as always, Borahae.